Good morning, welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. I just had a letter from a friend, a subscriber, and he's on the verge of actually coming out here to live. He has a girlfriend that he has been communicating with, and well, it's his girlfriend, and he's committed to get married, and he's coming out here to live. And he's been asking me all the usual questions about visas and all of that, and I've been helping him to the extent of my knowledge on that. Well, I had a letter. I'm obviously not going to tell you any names. I'm not going to breach any confidentiality, but the letters are they're almost you could assign them to almost anyone. So the names really don't matter. But anyway, I'll read you, and I'll substitute my girlfriend for her name, and I'll work out on his name. So he's written to me after I've said about how he can come to the Philippines, get a visa, and all of that sort of stuff. He said, "My girlfriend unfortunately did nothing to prepare for my coming. Wasted a full 6 months. Now I'm ready to apply for my passport, but now I have to put that on hold." And he is he's saying that she's proving to be irresponsible. Now I'll read you what my letter to him was response there to him. "Hard to understand what is going on. Could be part irresponsibility, or could be that some people are just not good at getting these things done. Also, difference in culture. The difference can be huge. Get ready to deal with such things." It is so true. It is different in almost every way, except that you will have a lovely woman that will love you and actually be a loyal wife. Is that a guarantee? No, it's not a guarantee. His response to that was, okay. And then he said, "Get ready to use a lot of headache tablets, I guess," laughing out loud. And I give him the thumbs up and say, yeah, might be the way that you're going. And then he's just written to me now and said, "I love her, but she is very jealous." Now some of the reasons are coming out. "Always accusing me of talking to other women, which I don't do. I told her no more jealousy." Now the thing is, I'm going to assume that if this man says to another man, we'll call it locker room talk, if he says to another, "I don't do this," in the main I tend to believe that. I tend to believe that if one guy says to another, "Hey, I don't do that, I'm not interested," and I've heard this from several people who are involved with very jealous people, it usually ends in tears. Sorry. He says, "I told her no more jealousy. I'm worn out after 5 months of defending myself." Now the thing is that if this is happening now, when he is still in his own country, just imagine what it's going to be like when he's here. Do you think that it's going to, if you're in this situation yourself, you might be paying real attention to this, do you think it's going to get better when you're here and you're surrounded daily? Every time you go out, you go to the mall, you go shopping, you go to the supermarket, you go anywhere, you're going to be surrounded by lovely Filipinas. It's a fact of life, is that if given that you are into Asian beauty, even a fairly ordinary Filipina will appear beautiful to you. Because if you like Filipino women, if you like Asian women, you're probably into the slender, petite body shape. And boy, you're going to be an overload when you get here, because that's it. So what's the other part of that? The other part of the bad news is that women, if you're a foreigner and even half attractive, even that's not a necessary item, you will get a lot of attention. Now, if your partner believes that you've been talking to people, you won't be able to go down the road without ever being accused and having to defend yourself about things that you didn't do, assuming that you didn't do them. Now, if you didn't do them, then you need to assess what you can and can't live with and where it's likely to end. Now, if you think it's likely to end badly, why would you go into it? That's my common sense. Well, I know why, and I'm kicking myself for even asking the question, because my own belief is that the heart has its own agenda, and sometimes when you love a woman, when you love a man, whether you're a male or female loving the opposite sex, it's just not easy to just pull out and say, no, I'm not going to do this, I'm just going to look for somebody else. It's just not that easy. You know, if you love someone, then you're going to have to find a way to deal with it. The easiest way, and maybe the most logical way, is to walk. Sorry to say that, but the other thing is, if it's your, let's assume that you decide to walk. You can still come out and live in the Philippines. All that I've told all of you guys who have been in touch with me and said, what happens about the visa? Well, when you come out here, give you a quick rundown right now. When you come out here, you get a free visa for 30 days. Then you renew after 30 days. Before the 30 days is up, a week before, you go in, you renew it. They'll only give you a 30-day visa. But after that, you will be on the same 2-month renewal that I'm on and have been on for 4 years. Okay? So, assuming that you marry, then you will be able to apply, if you have the money, you'll be able to apply for a residency. So, does not going with the Filipina that you've decided is just too insanely jealous mean that you can't come? Well, of course it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. You can still come. I came, and I have a life that I'm very, very happy with. You can come out here and you can still meet someone, and you can still find a partner, and you can still have a good life. That's the bottom line. But if you don't do that and you stay with an insanely jealous woman, will there be an end to it? I have a friend who has been living with a young and very beautiful, what I call overtly sexy woman. She dresses quite sexily, so she attracts a lot of attention, and she is a beautiful girl. And she's had his son, who he adores. Now, he assured me that he didn't have any interest in other women. He's not interested in going out and chatting to them. He's not interested in doing all of that. He's quite happy with his woman, the mother of his child. She can't accept it. Her jealousy will not allow her to believe in this man. So, it ended in tears. It has ended in tears. And now he has a son that he has very limited access to because she's insanely jealous, and she's probably punishing him for all of those women that he never talked to. Think about what you're doing, my friends. And if there is jealousy involved, I'm not sure that it's going to work out. This is a foreigner in the Philippines. Bye for now, and good luck.